by Barnett. And he can't get it by Christmas. 5 seconds left in the power play. Crawford out there with Holdaway and Daniel Barnett. It's turned over. Penalty expires. Teams 5 aside. Justin Levac fires it in. Stick saved by Justin Williams. Lines changing for the Kingston Voyageurs. Farrell at the blue line. Turns that over. Leaves it for Brock Higgs. He has the third goal here for Kingston in a 3-1 lead. Freund goes back for it. No, make that. Barnett goes back for it. Now Freund has it. Wearing number 5 for Huntsville. It's fired toward the glass, and look out on that Huntsville bench. As it's fired out of play, equipment manager John Burke goes over to be able to retrieve that puck, and he'll take it back to the bench. Tom McCarthy and Kevin McGee and Terry Exel have to be watching that clock very intently. Down 2 goals. The time might have to come where you've got to think about pulling Ryan Williams for that extra attacker. Not going to have much of an opportunity to do that as it rolls in on Ryan Williams. The face-off coming up to his left once again. McAllister comes in to take the face-off against Horvat. Power shoots the goal. Easy glove save made by Ryan Williams. The face-off will come for the 3rd straight face-off to his left. Horvat spins behind his own net. Puts it across ice. Phil Morrow at center ice. Comes into the zone. Horvat stretches. He keeps on side, but Zucchiotti has to come back outside the zone to dump it in. Tyler Hill, now under 3 minutes left here in the 3rd period. Left for Power. Power, behind his own net, uses the glass, comes around. Zucchiotti bumps into his man. Wigan has to go back for it. This is Wigan at center. There's a pass for Whitelaw. Whitelaw intended for Horvat. The drop pass doesn't make it to number 14. Kingston turns it over at center ice. Fired in. Ryan Williams leaves it there for Wigan. 2:25 left in the 3rd period. Wigan, outlet pass for Tristan Ziegel at center. Ziegel fires it in. Harrington will go back after it. Coming up with it, though, is Huntsville. Holding on, back to the point. Pickney through a maze. Shot. And that's steered aside by Sermon. Ziegel out there with Justin Dix and John Whitelaw. Using the boards, it's out to center. Pickney fires it back in. 2 minutes left in the 3rd period. Otters need to do something here. They're down by 2. Will they pull Ryan Williams for the extra attacker and take the chance? Not as of yet. Bounces in. Williams leaves it for Jesse McConney. Burton watching Jesse. Here comes Troy Barks at the blue line. Holds on. Tries the pass intended for Ziegel. Off a skate. Harrington will come up with it for Kingston. Using the boards, Mitchell Latchford at center. Latchford gains the zone. McConney tries to give him a bump on the way by. Freund in there with Troy Barks. Finally, it's being held by both players as Latchford is down on the puck. And we'll have a stoppage in play deep in the Huntsville zone with 1 minute 19 seconds left in the 3rd period. Dustin Walsh for the pair of power play goals here, and Brock Higgs with an even strength marker. Counting for Kingston, Chris Wigan. The lone goal in the 1st minute of the 1st period. That's where we stand. With time running out here for Huntsville. Game 4 back at Kingston Thursday night at 7:30. Stefan Chavant comes to center. Rolls off his stick. Freund up the ice for Dan Barnett. As we're into the last minute. Ryan Williams still in the net. That's because Justin Levac comes in over the Huntsville blue line. Levac being watched by Freund. Burton working that puck over. McAllister fires it back in. Kingston just content. As soon as they get the puck, get it to center ice and fire it in. Fired in. Sermon will leave it there. Half a minute left in the 3rd period. Here comes Hill. Kingston captain to center. Fires it in. McConney will pick it up. Time for one last rush. 16 seconds left in the 3rd period. Puck is tipped down the length of the ice. No icing. Horvat will go back for it. Picked up. McConney loses control of it. And it's out to Laliberty. He's going to go around Pinckney. Goes in on goal. There's a shot. Good save by Ryan Williams. But time runs out. The game is over. And the Kingston Voyageurs, on the strength of 2 power play goals by Dustin Walsh,
move your head,
and an even strength marker in the third by Brock Higgs, take game number 3 of this OJHL semifinal by a final score of 3-1. As we mentioned, game number 4 takes place at the Invista Center in Kingston on Thursday night at 7:30. Until then, this is John Leatherby wishing you a good night from the Jack Beyond in Huntsville. The final score once again, the Kingston Voyageurs taking a 2-1 lead in this best of 7 OJHL semifinal by a final score of 3-1. Good night.